Welcome to the Boise State Esports Arena. We're covering the Idaho High School Esports Leagues, and now it's time that we head into the Valor matches of the night. We've got Valley View going up against Twin Falls for this best of one on Ascent. Should prove to be a very interesting stage, as a lot of Boise State's talent has been recruited from very talented high school players. So we might be seeing the next star of Boise State Esports be brought out here in the high school championship. Speaking of stars, I am joined by Dallin Starnes. I'm your host, Jacob Palmer, and we're going to be calling all of the action for you here tonight. And so we're going over to Ascent, and it's not necessarily a stage to start things off on that necessarily lends itself to the most creative choices. Everything's very set in stone.
I mean, yeah, I personally think of Ascent as it's like the map of the game, and honestly, I think it's kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favorite. It's just not my favorite. I don't know. Something about it just kind of there's not much that you can do with it that's like fun and like wait, whoa, how did they do that? That's crazy. That's a weird tactic that I never thought about. It's straightforward, I guess. It's standard.
Are you a Yoru main?
You dare ask me that question?
Because you're talking about unexpected tactics and all. It's just the way you're speaking, just the words coming out of your mouth, make me think that you might have a particular agent that you want chosen.
I am a Yoru main. How did you know? How did you do that?
It was just good old simple deduction.
Wow.
But I am here to deduce, but not necessarily to give keys to the game. That job goes exclusively to our own Doc Haskell, and his keys to the game in Valorant is going to be to focus angles and flank, know your win condition, count cards and call abilities, and, of course, click heads. All brought to you by Drop-In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. Now we get a chance to dive on into Ascent, see what the agent choices are going to be. Of course, this is the time where we talk about, you know, the stage that we all know for the umpteenth time. There's really nothing that we can talk about here that we haven't already talked about 20 times before. I mean, it is the King's Row of Valorant.
Oh, you know what? I can't think of a better way to describe it than that. It's the map. There's no other way to describe it. It's just... You think of Valorant maps, you think Ascent.
And when I think of Ascent in terms of agent choices, I normally think of, you know, a Sova to hold down Fish Market that we see. KJ is going to be basically a must pick, you know, in any of these, in any of the choices for a Sentinel.
Do you see what I see?
But I do. They chose a Jet instead of the KJ. Can you believe that?
No.
I mean, excuse me, they chose a Sage instead of a KJ. Can you believe that?
There's something else there. Do you see that guy? Do you see that guy?
Game Captain? Huh. I didn't know they added a new agent to Valorant. This is very exciting.
No. That guy's been around in the game since December of 2021. His name is Yoru. I play him. I love that guy. He's pretty cool. He's the guy that I play all the time. He's playing. That's pretty cool. So we're going to see a big ol' mid-push from Twin Falls here. Skeptical from Genesis.
Okay, this is his chance. He's going to be meeting a whole bunch of people in Garden right here. This is your chance to prove it. Show us. He takes a bit of damage.
Get the flash.
Okay,
Get the flash.
The
there you go.
That is a nice one.
All right, yeah, you got to get out of there.
It's
what happens. It's what happens, you know?
Just they're all haters, okay?
They're all haters. They don't understand.
The complexities.
Here we go. Okay.
Well, there's nothing complex about that victory from Twin Falls, however. That's going to be a flawless to start things off on the pistol round. But at the same time, you can't necessarily judge everything just based on the first pistol round.
You know, you're not wrong. It's, you know, I mean, some people will read into the pistol round too hard, and then you'll lose the second game, and you'll be like, oh, no, guys, it's over. But it's just like...
Insta-concede.
I'm just looking at these names here. Hawaiian Taco, Saucy, Meh.
Man, that sounds like that's just designed to start a flame war online. People are angry enough about Hawaiian pizzas. Putting pineapple in tacos is going to start a whole new flame war.
I don't want to dwell on the topic of pineapple on pizza for too long, but like I personally don't care.
You know what? I'm right there with you.
I just like I think people just like,
you know, a pineapple mugged them in an alley somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
The way some people thought about, you know, getting mugged in an alley. Game Captain actually is just sneaking right through and a headshot right onto Solo.
That's my guy right there. I'm so proud. So proud.
Now Twin Falls is going to be thinking back on this A push. Going to be rotating through their own spawn. Back over toward B.
Oh, look at this 205 positioning. This could be big if they decide to go through mid.
They're going to have to make that decision in the next few seconds. Unfortunately for you, this Yoru was just holding down A, and so that's probably not going to be position. In fact,
it's okay.
One thing I'm thinking about 205 though is like if he hears the sound, of them running in, then he could potentially just have kind of a pinch from behind. Seems like they're going to be charging, and Saucy pulls off a great blind right onto Genesis.
Oh, they caught the 205 flank. Unfortunate.
Now there are 3 left, but, you know, considering that Valley is down in guns, this is not a bad showing from them at all. Now we have the opportunity for another Yoru flank, but we're going to swap over to what we really need to see, and that's going to be Mech getting taken out, meaning that the Yoru has to pull this back.
So I don't want to, like, dive in and say what I would do in this situation, but if I were in this situation, throw the TP to lane.
Oh.
Wait. That was a good shot.
You know what?
No! Spectre.
That was an even better shot.
You know what?
With a better gun.
Hey, that's a great eco round.
That is a good eco round. I got to
say.
say, that's putting a pretty big dent in Twin Falls' ability to bonus.
I mean, you could get a little better than that, but, like, you know, that's like pretty good. Yeah, look at that kill. Look at that kill. Oh, man.
And look at that kill.
I don't like that
I like, let's see that one again.
I don't like that one. That one was...
Everyone's such a hater.
Yeah, it's so true. Everyone's such a hater. They're just preying on my downfall. It's crazy. Not my downfall. The Yoru downfall. I don't know.
Hawaiian Taco is just going to put the wall right down. It gets broken pretty quickly, though. The Viper wall is going to be brought out as well. Ice is going to be thrown out into the doorway, giving Valley View just a little bit more time to rotate over.
Okay, I was on the other side. Uh-oh.
And all of this util being thrown out into these narrow doorways is just going to be enough to keep Twin Falls at bay. And we're seeing a very long flank coming out from the Yoru here. Back over toward mid. Solo has no idea he's there, and history.
No. No.
How? No! Gift wrapped! Oh, they hit the decoy. Okay, still manages
gotta get out of there.
to save it, and just going to get out of there. Oh, my goodness.
You take your one and go. It's that simple, you know? Nothing to be upset about. You take your kill and you go, you know? No need to get greedy.
Meanwhile, Twin Falls is going to be pushing up through mid-market, and 205 has just been laying in wait in mid-market. If they don't check this angle, they don't! And both of them fall to the Phantom Spray.
Shadows traveling.
With a fake out.
205 playing mind games, straying 3 for 1. Hawaiian Taco finishes it off.
Clean
A
round.
bunch of guns for Valley View to pick up. Now we're going to see truly. This is you know, we've had our nice standard 2-1 opening, our nice warm up, but now this is where dreams and nightmares are made.
This is where the real game begins.
Now 205 is sticking on the Sheriff, actually. We actually have some saves being brought out by both teams. Twin Falls is going to be hurting more on the eco. There is not one AR that they have.
Horatio with the Bulldog. I'd love to see a Bulldog. Don't see those very often. I wish you'd see them more often.
Yeah, I mean, they're just, you know, compared to the Spectre, they're just so much more expensive. Game Captain's going to pick up one and run away.
Take the kill and go. It's that simple. No need to get greedy. I bet if he went for the second one, he would have died. I'm just saying.
Hey, when you're a player, you take any positive you can get.
You know what? You're so hurtful for zero reason. Such a hater.
The world is just against you, Dallin.
No, you're against me in this particular situation.
Game Captain might be right up against Twin Falls if they don't check this angle here in Archway. He is just waiting.
Portal closed. Here.
Now, hold on a minute.
Pings out. Lear's going to go out.
They were checking the angle.
They don't check it. 2, 3,
Trace.
4. Go for the ace. Get the ace. The race.
Time to kill.
Do it. Do it.
30 seconds left.
Oh, no.
Oh,
he took too long.
They can't close
That's not
the
going to work
deal.
at all.
Oh, he might.
Wait. Hold.
Time to jump.
Cooking.
Here.
Well, Solo is distracted. He's facing back toward Archway, and well, that's Yoru. If you want the ace, you're gonna have to move in. Hawaiian Taco.
That's a 4K. What are you gonna say? Oh, it's too bad he didn't get the ace. That's 4. That is 4. That's wonderful. You know what? You can try to bring me down here. You can try to bring down Game Captain. That was a good round. That was a great round. Look at that. Also, disregard how I can't count in Spanish.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Uno, dos, tres. Let me do this again. Dos, tres, cuatro. There we go.
Yeah, it's amazing how easy you can pull off a 4K when no one's looking at you.
That's true.
Even in that case, even a Yoru can pull it off.
You know what? I don't have to take this. I'm better than this. I am gonna be the bigger man in this situation and just let it. I'm just gonna let it slide. You know. I'm fine. I'm chill now. It's gonna be a lot of smokes.
Down. This lockdown is going to use it to move in toward B. Now the retake comes out, and this Yoru is dashing in. It's
Here he goes.
He has the ultimate. He's brought out. He's got his mask on.
Oh, you got to get out of there.
Just messing with him, and gets out of there.
I'm back.
Well, he is going to be able to. He basically called out where everyone is, and 205's using that info to full advantage.
Player standing.
All up to Taco. Well, if there's one thing I learned after that, it's that Hawaiian tacos do not need pineapple on them.
Must be done.
I don't. Is Hawaiian tacos a thing?
I'm sure there is. I mean, I do know that, just in the general, Hawaiian cuisine, there is a lot of pork, a lot of, if you can't get pork, then you bring out the Spam, but still like pork product. I can imagine you could make kind of a nice, pork taco kind of thing happening.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be nice. I just like
fresh veggies.
Too much pineapple is too much pineapple. You gotta like keep it a minimal amount, if you're gonna do a taco, I guess.
Almost all languages in the world call it ananas.
Ananas?
Yes.
Oh, like banana.
And then English comes along and goes pineapple.
Pineapple. It's like an apple, but it's spiky.
Grows on a pine tree. Wait, that's not a pine tree.
It's not a pine tree.
Why didn't they call it a palm apple then?
English has failed us.
Meanwhile, in mid, we're going to see Saucy throw out a bit of util. He is waiting for a possible right angle check. A flick over attempted by Fortune, but you are not fast enough to compete against Saucy.
Unknown in Genesis, holding this corner, just waiting for that Hawaiian taco.
And right into Game Captain's waiting arms. Another double for this Yoru.
You take your 2 and go.
You take your 2 and go. So we're making forward progress. Genesis in a really tough position.
You don't want to be here. You don't. Yeah. I get it. It's bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Genesis unable to perform an exodus out of that situation. Instead, just going to have to fall.
Oh, you and your silly little puns. Oh. Yeah. 2-0. Or not 2-0. Take your 2 and go.
This Yoru is top fragging, I gotta say.
Apologize. Apologize immediately.
We're only 6 rounds in.
When will it be enough for you? When will it be enough? When will your hunger be satisfied?
You cannot be quenched.
Your actions have consequences.
I'm so glad you can pick up on all my references. Meanwhile, Saucy is going to throw out the blind, and, well, it looked promising, but he just gets mowed down by the pure person advantage.
Not much you can do against someone playing an anti-flash there.
Yeah, so you're going to have to let the Yoru come in and clean things up.
Or you wall it off. That also works. Play safety.
It works pretty effectively. They're going to be rotating back over toward mid.
Oh, look at that Sage wall mid. And now she's on top of the gate. That's cool.
Ned is just waiting right in guard and immediately even things up between Valley View and Twin Falls. Okay, he's just going to use that to, you know, get a bit of info on where they are.
You know, you can't do much else with Omen out. It's not great.
And here's the same position that we saw, you know, this Yoru pick up near the same position that he picked up the quad last time. Ned's going to take out Toriko. They're going to go for the res, but Yoru, he's waiting right there.
No, get it. There you go.
He does.
There you go. It's okay. We're fine. Take the one and go. Or shoot the KO. Yeah, nice. Although the Med did kind of take that game captain kill, if I'm being completely real, you know. Should have just waited like half a second, you know.
And more importantly, that one kill keeps Yoru in the top fragging position.
No, it doesn't. Do you know how to count? That's 10. And if it was...
I know, and he had 9 last round, so I'm saying that he picked up the one kill.
I'm sorry.
That
I
helps
misread.
him keep...
I apologize.
You know, why are you such a hater, Dal?
You know, people are always like, stop hating. Let people enjoy things. Well, I enjoy hating things. What do you do then?
Well,
am I not allowed to enjoy hating?
You don't play into Saucy's waiting hands because he already picks up a double. Mez also going to take out Toriko. There's just 2 left for Twin Falls, and this long range just kind of one-taps from these Vandals are wreaking havoc. And that's rough when you spend the res and you don't win the round. The blind onto the Yoru.
Ooh.
Take them all again. Going to get smoked off, you know. It's not out of the realm of possibility that solo can be able to do this.
Especially as Reyna. Best character you want to be in for these 1v2, etc. situations.
Oh.
There you go.
Team Ace brought out by VAL. Now,
that's teamwork.
This is why we were saying, you know, you can't read too much into the first pistol rounds. I mean, they're important. You'll always take a round win when you can get it, but...
that don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Now, also, this Yoru's charged his mask up again, which, you know, means that he could use it twice and still technically has enough rounds to use an ultimate 3 times in the first half. That's pretty impressive.
11-4. Look at that.
Anyone need anything?
I'm just waiting for the apology. When is the apology video coming out?
I'm sorry I tried to trademark the word Yoru. Oh my goodness.
Man, that was such a lucky shot.
Okay, I need an apology video now.
That was such a lucky shot. You cannot look at me dead in the eye and tell me, oh yeah, that was intentional. You can't. I will be mad until the day I die for that one.
It's just a skill issue.
Not a skill issue. That is a riot issue. I blame the devs. Fix your run and gun. Uno.
Oh, you know, okay, there goes 205. Already getting his first. Will he be able to pick up his second? He's just going to do a bit of fire through the smoke.
Oh, that's so
fortunate.
unfortunate. Unknown's going to wall that off. Oh, but the spike isn't there.
Yep, Genesis is still caught back. Okay, just hop up on the wall. I can respect it.
Genesis, the 1 HP wonder.
30 seconds left.
Can they do it? Sheriff in a dream.
He has the crosshair placement lined up, so he's just ready to one-tap onto Saucy. And doesn't really quite go according to plan, so Saucy picks that up. Now Valaview's going to go up 3.
I'm just saying, if that was Yoru with that Sheriff, you would be like, wow, wow, I can't believe he died there. That's just a normal interaction. I'm not a hater. I
am having the time of my life playing both sides of the fence right now. Commending him one moment and then still teasing him the next.
Play a fence hitter, you always come out on top. I mean, you know, whatever works.
Well, what's next? What's next on the strategy list for Game Captain? He's used his mask again, so he can still charge it one more time.
The sneaky beaky A flank could get him from A top if they decide to push out mid.
Oh. Rolling Thunder right out. And
this had Reyna.
Does get one. It's not quite the huge factor that he wanted it to be. He's only going to be able to trade 1 for 1. Meh is down. 3v3 and the Zoman is just hanging on health. Gonna move over to the Sage for some healing. Oh,
Genesis got that in a good position.
well, game captain with the flank. It was all he's. I need an apology video right now.
That's not an apology. It's just like, it happens, you know? You can't expect someone to immediately back out of a smoke and be like, oh, there you are, you know?
Torrico's going to be moving over very slowly over back toward A. This Omen, luckily, he did get the Sage heal onto him, so this is going to be slightly in his favor in terms of health. Actually, no, you count the shields from Torrico. It's going to be pretty even, 100 apiece. Oh, he does not have Heaven in his mind at all. And 245 takes the easiest pick of his life.
Wow. Mind gamed them. I'm impressed. That was really cool.
Now we'll head into the next spy phase. Valiview just 2 rounds away. See, one of these pictures that you see here is a Yoru main. The other is you know, has their life together.
I'm going to choose not to respond to that because I'm the better person in this scenario. I'm bigger than that, you know? Meg going to get the sneaky little peeks on mid.
Oh, he might. Oh, he's going to see a lot of them. He's not afraid.
Hey.
He gets the wall bang and a double. That's a pretty good trade, 2 for 1.
Knowing the exact right spot to shoot on that box feels good. Feels good.
Last player standing.
See, I bet a KJ would not have been able to pull that off.
See, now we're getting on the we're on the same page, you know? You understand. You're starting to get it. You're
You
starting
either know
to
or you don't.
you're understanding the struggle.
Well, it certainly isn't a struggle for Valiview. Up 8-3, 5 rounds now. Could go all the way to 9-3, and we're going to see once again all rifles brought out. And Twin Falls is going to try to bring things back. They've got an Odin they've brought out, and an Op too. There's some expensive guns for this round.
Spendy. Last round of the half.
Oh! That Yoru is just going to throw a bit of util and then move back.
Stun locked. Shivering timbers.
Meanwhile, Valaview's wondering where their Astra went. She got taken out pretty fast. He's hanging behind.
Oh.
Oh, off to the side. Quick flick over by Saucy. Game captain gets one. Saucy gets his double.
Down A.
They just let him do that.
Rico hanging back out in wine. Gonna be caught on the other end. This Yoru can just use his mask and call out where everyone is.
There we go.
Oh,
Wait. Okay, you gotta. Okay.
I'm back.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh, you only had 4 bullets. I understand.
okay.
It's understandable.
Well, that's a decoy that's just staring into a corner.
You ask for so much. Is top frag not enough for you? Is that 4K not enough for you?
I mean, I would expect, you know, to... It's not enough. Game captain just got off.
You know
All of a
what?
sudden-
Some.
So all of a sudden, a dead silence comes out across the airwaves.
It's not dead silence. It's just me choosing not to respond because I don't.
You're the better person.
I'm the better person. You're starting to understand. It's good. It's good.
Let's take a look. Oh, game captain. He might not be top fragger anymore. 205 is making a run.
That's fine. That's fine. You know, as long as you're like, that's good enough for me. You know, getting that 14 and I believe 8. That's fine.
True to form to the Yoru player. Good enough. That's That's your life motto. I am building up so much character for Dallin right now. I am so proud that he is.
I'm
he
choosing
is showing such personal growth.
I'm choosing to stay humble as the diamond player I am. I understand, like, you know, some people will always just be hateful and will always be preying on your downfall, you know? See, I do like this idea that he's going for, though. If he flashes off that wall, he can just immediately push into market. It would be pretty cool.
Nascon on the other side of this Sage War. I don't think they expect. Oh, they probably know one
Wow.
knows there, and just a flick over, a right click, and that's going to end that. Solo landing a few shots, but they're body shots with the Sheriff, so it's going to take VHS 205 down to enough where he can get taken out.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, it's all up to the Yoru. 1v4.
It's a pistol round. You're going to be so mean, but it's only a pistol round.
At this point, you just think, well, what have you been saying all this time? You just get your one and go.
If he's able to get his one and go, that's fine, but it's a 1v4. I think you're asking for too much.
And that
30
spike is
seconds left.
not in a good position for him at all. He's going to get found out by the alarm bot, and that's all she wrote. Specifically, all KJ wrote. She literally wrote that out after the alarm bot found out the Yoru. I thought he was supposed to be sneaky. He's running into these alarm bots.
He doesn't have any util! He has none! Except for a flash, but you can't lurk with the flash. I think you're...
About the Look who has fallen! Look who the Titan has
fallen. They have the same amount of kills. You're reading too deep into things.
They have a higher death amount than so the tiebreaker.
One more! One! Uno! Singular!
Oh my goodness, that's much more than one. A knife lands onto 5 players. Valley looks like they're still committing on this push, despite facing the nasty one-way smoke and all of them getting found out by the knife. They're going to still try to go in, and just picks them off. Game captain, okay, gets one. That is going to put him back into top fragging position.
A sneaky little stinger.
Spike down B.
Okay, so there's
Not a bad
two left
trade.
for Valaview. Oh, game captain picks up a Spectre and is now making things happen. Be looking after his triple. He's going to teleport back over.
Could be playing on that box.
Known moves in
Last
with the
player
eye,
standing.
gets taken out by game captain. Do we have another Euro 4K on our hands?
Perhaps.
One enemy remaining.
We do!
All right, since you seem to make such a big deal out of the KDA, I'd like for you to look at it once more.
Let me take a look.
I mean, like, you know, if you know how to count, I believe you would understand that
I like how our camera person is conveniently not bringing up the KDA right now.
everyone's out to get me. Everyone's out to get me.
All right, Valaview is now broken double digits. It's a huge win for them to pull off in the second round, no less. That completely eliminates Twin Falls' ability to bonus. Already, this Yoru's charged up his mask. He's going to be moving in.
All right. Good angle checking.
Here.
Does see the KJ alarm
Oh,
bot.
that's
sneaky, sneaky.
Oh my goodness, that.
Good trade. Good trade. You know what? He checked the angles. He got the kill. That's good.
Imposter kill.
Especially when they have full weapons. Or not, sorry.
They don't have
I had teams mixed up. It's fine.
Spike planted.
Even still, he only had a shorty anyways, and a Spectre, but that's still not a full buy. That's a save round.
Right there.
Saucy's going to send up a bit of a blind through the floor. Trying to keep these two players from Twin Falls back. And if they can isolate this engagement from Solo, from Garden, I mean, he only has 11 health left. They Can't even this up, but they all move in. Pretty disciplined.
Ooh.
Huge flick by Hawaiian Taco.
Come on, Hawaiian.
Has, oh.
Oof, man.
Yeah, and there's just enough time left.
There we go. There's the diffuser. Defuse with the Spectre.
So Twin Falls gets to walk away from that round with 1 AR.
Everyone's out to get me.
I didn't even say anything there.
I'm just kidding. I'm being silly. But 19-10.
Hey,
I'm
could be
expecting
breaking 20.
I'm expecting an apology form with reasons specified why you didn't think he could do it.
So what do I owe you? So do I owe you like 5 apologies now, and you owe me 4?
What am I apologizing for?
Well, you know, depending on how this round turns out.
You're the fence sitter in this situation. I've been rooting for my boy since day one.
Oh man, he's not fallen. Now that Reyna's not going to fall for the decoy, they now move in. Zuri was checking all the angles.
On top of the wall.
Oh, he's moving in. He picks up another.
Yo! You know what? It's all good. Take the 2 and go.
Meanwhile, there's only 2 left for Twin Falls. The Guardian is going to take out Game Captain, so he took his 2, but now he literally can't go anywhere because, you know.
His TP got Sage walled off. What do you want? What do you want? When will it be enough to satisfy you?
You know, Dal, have you ever heard the expression that you're nice to your friends but horrible to your best friends?
No.
Last player standing.
Well, I'm really sorry you haven't heard that. Meanwhile, Twin Falls is just sorry that they can't defuse this. Valaview's going to move up to the all-important 11.
Are you implying that Yoru's your best friend?
I want their life.
That's weird.
I'm
You
not
shouldn't
implying
be-
that. I'm implying someone. Okay, you know
You
what?
shouldn't be developing these
you know, the
parasocial
one-
relationships
the one
with
olive
video game
branch
characters.
That
It's kind of weird.
That
a little
I
weird.
try to extend.
I don't know.
You just smack it down.
I don't know. It's a little weird that you try and start a relationship with video game character. Look at this. It's beautiful. Mwah.
And you're saying I'm the one who's trying to start a relationship when you're the one drooling over here at everything Game Captain is doing. But this one-way smoke, I mean,
Shoot the gun.
Genesis just shoots it. Decoy is going to be hit. It's going to give Valavieu the opportunity to go in. Nice pick on the Stinger. 205 answers it back. He's eliminated. Taco.
How many shots did he sustain?
Game Captain picks up another. Oh, Fortune tries to get the wall bang, but that doesn't work out quite.
Unkillable.
Oh, Toriko gets Hawaiian Taco.
Back up. Just back it up.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, back it up.
Last player standing.
Now there's just a one-on-one fight, but that spike is ticking down. You have to wonder if he has any util left whatsoever that he can just use through the wall, be safe. I don't think there's time, even if Fortune were able to get it right here.
Too late.
Nope.
If I died right now.
And that's already Valley View moving up to match point.
And that's all she wrote, right?
I have to give you that one. That was good.
Point.
Thanks.
I have never seen rapid fire Guardian shots like that, but found a way to make it work.
You know, Guardian's weird. It's really weird. Like
Numbers
it's just that gun that's like Don't shoot the funny thing. Oh, he's gonna shoot the funny thing.
Now, Game Captain has his ult available yet again.
Break that wall. Use that ulti. There we go. Big moves.
Saucy is just holding down mid with this op. Oh, and another shorty shot with the Yoru.
So
Solo's hanging out in heaven, and I think this, you know, I think Game Dealer might just be after more.
as this game is wrapping up, I would like a 5-page essay on why you were wrong. Feels good.
Wins it.
Feels really good, you know. Feels really good to root for somebody and have them win after you've been dragging their name through the mud this whole game. Feels really good.
Did I mention that I saw a prized farm hog flying out the window just now? I guess it can happen.
Still super weird that you're trying to start this superficial relationship with a video game character. I'm just like, what? Stop looking at me like that. I'm not the weird one.
You're not the weird one.
I'm normal.
You're the normal Yoru main, and it's everyone else who's weird.
You're starting to get it.
Okay. Well, that's going to do it for Valley View versus Twin Falls, but Twin Falls isn't quite out of it yet. They're going to have another match against Burlington. So we're going to be taking a short break and then be back with more Valorant right after this.
Yours better.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by. Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Dave, it's your Idaho Central app. I know this car got you through college, but check this out. In my credit, your credit score looks good. And there's a great rate on this auto loan so we can score a roomier ride. Whoa, who's driving this thing? The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
It's me, your Idaho Central Credit Union app. Rough morning. Is that a mobile deposit? I got this. Beat it, Charlie. We're making money moves here. Cha-ching. And done.
Charlie, come on, outside.
Sorry about the mess. I'd help if I had hands. The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket.
Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
Welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena. You're currently watching our coverage of Idaho High School of Valorant. And right now we just saw a match where Twin Falls fell to Valley View. Now we go on to Burley versus Middleton on Lotus. Close things out for the night. I'm Jacob Palmer. I am still amazingly joined by Dallin Starnes. Probably really actually speaks to the great character that he has, being willing to tough it out and still stay here on the desk. I do salute you for that.
How to deal with the haters.
Okay, so even when again, this is the problem. You keep saying that everyone's a hater, and yet I extend a heartfelt compliment to you, and you just swat it down.
Step 1, consider removing the haters from your life.
Okay, we're just going to move on right here. I'm going to follow that advice and just keep on talking for the next minute or so because, yeah, I think that's really good advice, Dal.
Step 2, try to empathize with the haters. Step 3, disarm haters with kindness and positivity.
That's exactly what I tried to do.
No.
And you didn't follow it. If there's anyone following those pieces of advice, it's been me.
Step 4, remind yourself that the only person you can change and control is yourself. That's so nice, you know.
That is a nice thought.
It's a nice message.
Now, what do you think about Lotus? Because that's where we're going to be playing.
I like Lotus. I think, you know how Valorant is, like, every single map that gets released, instantly, like, the first week that it gets, like, dropped, everyone's like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen! But, you know, after that week subsided, I enjoy Lotus a lot, actually. I think it's really funny how aggressively you can push on that map compared to others, because like it's just really funny. I don't know, you get those 5-person bomb rushes to a certain site. It's just that's like the most fun you get.
You just have, you know, similar situation to Haven is that, you know, more points to defend, the more spread out the defending team is going to get.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing that we need to keep in mind is Doc's keys to the game in Valorant, and that's going to be to focus angles and flank, know your win condition, count cards and call abilities, and of course click heads. It's all brought to you by Drop-In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you.
You know, one Doc's key to the game that they seem to always have like putting on the screen is don't ego peek the op.
That was there at the very beginning. And
like, just don't do it. Just don't. You don't get anything out of it. I love Lotus. It's a very pretty map.
It is. It's quite gorgeous. But a lot of very enclosed spaces.
Step 5, get used to it and make yourself tougher. That's terrible advice. That's terrible. Step 6, use the haters as fuel. Now that's what I'm talking about. You use the haters as fuel and you feel so much more powerful.
I didn't even say anything, Dal.
You're right. I may be overstepping a line. I got to draw back to step 3.
Listen, you need to follow your own advice on the Yoru. Take your one and go. You're overextending yourself here.
Good point. Good point.
All right, we head down to Burley, Middleton. You can see the overall picks that have been brought out. We do see a neon being brought out on Burley that we're not quite seeing on Middleton. An early push onto A. Door is going to be tripped pretty early. Burley just trying to look for any sort of sideline that they can take.
Really spooky door opening there. Who did that? Ooh, it's a ghost. Can you imagine if that killed someone? Just one singular shot, just
like a pro.
I win.
Oh, and he's waiting. Dietrich's Bloody Legend is just waiting for him, and he's going to be able to take out their Omen. Zalem is the next to fall, and Bloody Legend is just peeking out on point, one after the other with these headshots on the Sheriff. And Beatrix going to put an end to that.
Body shot bandit, putting down that spike. Other words that start with B, body shot bandit. But I don't know. Bolivia. Banana.
I appreciate the attempted alliteration. I'll never criticize that. I like alliteration. Meanwhile, Body Shot Bandit is just going to be happy with taking out Elemental King. Beatrix also gets the pick on Deluxe, and Middleton wins the first round.
Well, I mean, they don't call him Wall-Whiffer Wallace, you know, because he was definitely shooting those shots, and they were hitting.
You're also the person that likes calling out Middle Matthew as well.
Middle Matthew is a great one, yeah.
Because you can't say anything in just one word. You have to form some sort of alliteration to remember it.
Two ciphers and a raise walk into a bar. The bartender leaves. That's the end of the joke. I can't.
Well, Jamien is hanging up on the high ground, already gets the pick onto Beatrix. A huge blind right onto Middleton. Zalem gets a shot back onto Body Shot. James Charles is gonna fall. His YouTube career isn't quite what it used to be.
Now that's teamwork. That A push, that was pure. Just pure.
You know, but who needs teamwork when you can just probably stick it by yourself? I mean, this Viper's making quite a tear back, and look at the health difference, too. He actually leads against the Omen and the Breach. So if they're not disciplined about this and they take it one at a time, just like that! Wow! The clutch to bring it back!
All right, I was going to be questioning that Viper's behavior to, like, keep pushing them, you know, but wow.
Obviously, this Viper knows something that we do not.
Clearly.
But also, that's just, you know, that shows why, you know, these, you know, 1v4, if the other team isn't playing like they have that person advantage and they just peek out one at a time, then that's what's happening. You know, you need to, you know, do that countdown. Okay, 3, 2, 1, peek.
Placing sentry.
No, gonna go right over toward the mound, throw out the blind.
A little too early.
Yeah, a little bit of a too much of a trigger finger. Can he even get away is the question. Is he moving back, smokes that off.
They're going to continue pushing right through that smoke.
Oh, swarm grenade, right? Keeping James Charles at bay. And this Viper is just picking up where they left off for last round. Another swarm grenade is brought out. Body Shot Bandit gets a pick onto Lux. Curveball around the side, doesn't find anybody.
He checking that flank.
Yeah, he's going to check that flank, be diligent about it, but that isn't where Burley is necessarily coming out from. It's going to be Zalem off to the side. He gets the pick onto their Viper, and we know how explosive the Viper can be. Still no one through that flank. They are on the point instead. Zalem moves in, finds himself in the crossfire of that Omen, and still manages to come out alive.
Quite the interaction there.
And now Burley, I mean, maybe they could just body block this. I mean, oh, but wow, this long-range play. Beatrix, Body Shot Bandit. All three of the remaining Middleton players pick up one for themselves. That was...
There was something.
I was a bit worried that he might be taken out by the swarm grenade there, to be all completely honest.
It's for the bit, you know?
So we're kind of seeing the two top fraggers for both teams be brought out. Zalem leading Burley, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
Euretia. Yeah, I'm just going to say Eureka!
Eureka! There we go. Well, it looks like they're going to go with kind of the standard A push to start things out.
Oh, okay. So Euretia means distant or far away in Basque.
Okay.
That's pretty neat.
We have a pretty good Basque community here in Boise, so
It's true.
really kind of true to form. Meanwhile, we'll see which route Middleton decides to go here. They're going to get that door activated, and Jamien is just hiding behind, waiting. Despite such a great blind, only gets one.
Jamien's blinds are just something else. It's just like the fact that he's not getting more is very surprising to me because his blinds are absolutely on point.
Worminch. Oh, there goes the Nightfall, going to be brought out onto
That
Lux, who finds himself in a 2-on-1.
Get out of there.
Throw up the one and just run away.
Yeah, that long-range stinger is not particularly going to be the move in that situation. Come on, Body Shot Bandit. Come on. Let's see some of those body shots that you keep on hyping us up for.
Elemental
Last
King
player
moving
standing.
slowly over, and is all of a sudden going to find themselves as the only player left.
Turret down.
Body shots.
Okay, gets one. That's all he's going to have to really walk away with.
I guess that's why they don't call him Head Hitter Henry. Head Hitter Henry.
You are just amazing with the alliteration.
Thanks.
Zalem maybe taking out a bit of frustration with that Omen.
Yeah, a little aggressive there.
I mean, if he wants to kind of, you know, release all that, then he's got this, he's got a Rolling Thunder to use, and Middleton's all pretty much bunched up as a group. So does he decide to use the Rolling Thunder? No, he moves back, actually. Bit of hesitation. I would assume if any sort of sideline was gotten onto Middleton, he might have used that.
Just save it and wait for the actual push. Wow. I'd be so mad if that was me. Oh, he might do it. Never mind.
He is waiting. And he's going to be waiting some more since the rotation out from Middleton is brought out.
Look at this Middleton positioning. They like trapped Burley on A.
One enemy remaining.
And yet another one taken out. James Charles has been getting a whole lot of frags around mid. Plant is going to go down onto C. Worminch is just going to bring out. Make a little bit of space for himself. Tag team. Oh. Well, I guess we're not going to share.
We're not going to be sharing the guns today. I like my champion's Phantom. I'm not taking it.
James Charles picks up the triple.
I feel like there's a joke to be made somewhere. I don't know. I'm not that good.
Looks like we have a timeout starting, and I think I know why. We saw kind of in the system notifications that there was a disconnect. So we're just going to see how that plays out. We'll get word back on when the disconnect is all sorted out. So overall, I mean, this looks like they're completely running away with it here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what can you say? It's crazy. You know, some of the team movements that they've been making, it's just like it's really hard for them to actually come back from. But I will say a lot of these games have been really close, like just down to those 1v1s, 1v2s.
I do believe I am hearing something from production in the line of it looks like one round was given over just because of that disconnect of 5v4 is happening right now. So it seems like both teams in chat right now are just saying they're going to give a round back over. Burley at the very end of the free round at the end of the half, they'll give that back over. So. Anyway, so still, you know, even though we'll come back into this with it showing 6-0 or 6-1, they'll still give their due round back over. So it's still effectively 5-1.
Okay.
5-0, excuse me. All right, so we're ready to hop back in. So effectively, the score is 6-1 now, with Burley being given the round at the end of this. Middleton, I mean, no matter how you slice it, 6-0, 5-0, I mean, they have not been slowing down one bit at all.
You should run.
We have a Killjoy to start things out from Middleton. They're just going to clear out C yet again, and there hasn't been really too much resistance in terms of C. That's been a pretty wide open spot for them to plant. Zalem going to hang outside of that Killjoy. Now ready for the retake.
Ooh, Rolling Thunder, perhaps? You might want to open that door first before you do it. You might be
You
wasting
know what?
it.
Pros don't even need to know. They just know.
They just know. I mean, just like look at this Jamian's like these blinds. Like
We were talking about people who know. He knows with the blinds. Throws out, but he is able to flick over. I mean,
ring around the rosy.
oh my goodness. Body shot Bandit just lives up to his name, takes out Jamian.
Oh, not another ring around the rosy. Oh, okay. All right. That mound is so funny. The things that you can do with that mound. You can hide behind it. You can walk around it. You can stand on top of it. That's kind of crazy, you know?
Yep. Well, overall, you know, I mean, what do you think Burley has to really bring out, you know, to kind of bring this back? Because there have been times when they have had a person advantage.
Oh, yeah. It's. I mean, obviously the main thing that they should probably be focusing on is that post plant, the post plant, because it just kind of seems somewhat haphazard.
Mm-hmm. And also, you got Middleton. They're all pretty evenly spread out. I mean, their top fragger has 8 kills, but the remaining 3 players have 7. So it's really not like there's a prime target for Middleton that needs to be taken out. Any one of their players can pop off. Oh, Jamie, and once again, I mean, he's been the bright spot with these blinds.
That's my player of the game right there.
This Viper, though, pulled
Just
off
kidding.
an amazing clutch.
If I didn't have a bias, you know.
If I didn't have a bias. Now we join Body Shot with that spike, moving around toward your favorite spot again, the mound. They can do so many things around this mound, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, like, should I list them off again? Do I need to?
Well, you might need to, because we are seeing possible retake coming in from Burley. Just going to be planning through all of that util.
Ooh. Fortunate timing with those Guardian shots.
They're going to drop the Killjoy.
Spook them.
Move in. One who's hanging out on the mound right now is James Charles. He just barely gets out of that lockdown.
Oh, I thought he had Rolling Thunder. Wrong utility.
Speaking about utility, we also have this. We also have the Swarm Grenade being brought out. They're going to try to stick it, but Body Shot Bandit is able to pick up Jamie, and can Bloody Legend try to stick it? He's going to try to.
Look at that mound.
And James Charles, he just can't stop him.
Wow. Man, I really thought they had it.
I am caught so off guard by the James Charles meta that is coming out here. I never thought we would have this stage in Valorant, but here we are.
That was all thanks to the real MVP of that game, the mound.
The mound. Also, James Charles is showing how much money he has to throw around. He threw a shorty over the edge.
Flexing. They don't even know, but he's flexing.
Oh my goodness, walks right into that util. Oh, this Viper is going to be taken out. Jamie, you know, he's been the one to try to take these sneaky angles. He's had great setups, but hasn't been able to land the kills.
Tight positioning there. Not much you can do there. Kind of got trapped.
Cover going out.
Might be pushing B here, but it seems like it's going to be...
Body Shot Bandit also has moved way up into there.
I didn't even notice. He just kind of got over there.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
Spike planted.
Bros just know. Speaking of no, does he even know that Body Shot is just waiting right here? We see Body Shot just waiting. Is it going to be Body Shot, or is it going to be Beatrix who gets it? It's going to be Beatrix. And a team ace for Middleton, now up 9-0.
That ain't Body Shot Bandit. That's Omniscient Oliver right there.
Omniscient Oliver?
There aren't a lot of names that start with O.
I know, but
okay.
you would pick Oliver.
What else is there? Oswald? Do you really want me saying Omniscient Oswald?
Okay, you make a good point there.
Omniscient Otto? Omniscient...
That actually kind of sounds pretty cool. Omniscient Otto.
Owen.
Owen. Okay. Owen's pretty good as well. We're back to the mound, Dallin. Your favorite.
Oscar.
Omniscient Oscar.
Omar.
Look at this. This Rolling Thunder is brought out to C, but there is absolutely no one from Burley holding C down. That's a completely free point given over.
All of these ults, what can you do?
Well, I mean, even the ults notwithstanding, there was just no one from Burley positioned there, and Elemental Keen is going to try to move in on this retake. Conjunction. Oh, it's going to run right into James Charles! The last person I would want to meet in the Dark Alley.
Yeah, quite. I couldn't say it better myself. Like,
Zaylen is able to take out the Viper, so the Viper's pit will drop, but he's finding himself with too little time. Oof. Wormchi just kind of moves off to the side, takes it.
0 to 10. Are you a believer?
Am I a believer?
Do you think that they can bring this back?
I don't know.
Or are you going to sit on the fence again?
They're going up against James Charles. I would just give up and instant concede.
I don't know what else he says.
I mean, with the way he's been playing, it's not like they can hear anything else, because after they hear that, they're just dead. And once again, another save round is going to have to be brought out onto Burley. Now, Zalem is going to commit to the eco this time. Seen him hang out in this position has been kind of a little bit wishy-washy on using that Hunter's Fury, but now he used it.
Oh.
Bloody has also decided to bring out the knives.
That Viper wall was just, it saved 2 people there. Just that little tiny blip of a wall, it just saved 2 people's lives. That's crazy.
Now Burley actually finds themselves all tied up and are even. Spike Planter right now, this Viper is very low on health, so this is a key thing we want to watch, because maybe this Neon, if they're able to open up the door at the right time, take out the Spike holder.
Seems like Urusha is going to be very distant from A. See, that's...
Oh, Lux. I think Lux might be planning flank. He's hanging out near that door. The Spike's going to go down. Might be waiting for the reinforcements from Bloody, but I think you have been had. They don't look.
Oh, no!
My goodness. How do you let that go by?
Well, they don't call him hitter Henry for a reason.
Cover going out.
Okay, Wormchi is just going to be the ultimate anticlimactic. Just ends it with a few head taps with the Vandal. Elemental King is the only one left. Yeah, doesn't even have the time to work with that. Okay, now here's the thing we know. This is the one round that's going to be given over to Burley. If Middleton holds to their honor.
Do you want to hear my Brim impression?
Sure.
Prepare for hellfire!
Man, you brought out the plosive sounds there so well. Like, you just spat directly into the mic. That was beautiful.
Molly! What else does he say?
Smoke down.
Smoke down! I think I do it perfectly. Want to hear my Yoru? Decoy. Decoy.
Zalem is having to retreat here. This Omen. Smoke's going out back and forth.
Oh.
Zalem just waiting for these smokes to run out on this Omen. Oh, Odin, excuse me.
Still haven't planted yet, though, so I don't really know why they're pushing
Well, remember, they said they'd give this round over, so they're probably just, you know, letting this play out, giving Burley the opportunity to pick them all up. They'll rotate over to the side, but seems like Burley is already wise to that strategy and rotating over themselves.
Question is, who will get there first? I think I know who's going to get there first.
Who's going to get there first?
Middleton.
I think that's probably right. Oh, they
30
they
seconds
walked
left.
right into that breach util.
That won't do nothing, so they still get that spike down. Ooh, scary.
He's not letting the scary Shadow Man.
Wait,
I mean, he's got an Odin.
hold on. I thought the fade grabber thing, it like canceled all the sound. Did Did he hear that, or was he just like super hyper aware?
Pros know.
Pros know.
One enemy remaining.
Bloody Legend also picks up one, and yep, there we go. That's the round that said they were going to give over to Burley.
Burley believers!
Switching sides.
Okay, now we switch sides, though. Are you still a believer?
No.
Is the question. You see, if they had a Yoru, this never would have happened.
See, now you're speaking my language. We take out that Phoenix, we drop in Yoru, and you win.
I mean, James Charles and Yoru, that's a winning combination right there.
I take that back. You know, I don't think Yoru could have even saved this situation.
I gave you a visual you never wanted to have there.
Chills.
I have basically soft locked him right now. is the thing.
You have successfully shivered my timbers.
Jamian is moving slowly up now. If there's anyone who could bring this back, I would think it would be Jamian. He's been really good on landing his smokes.
Absolutely the most underrated player from Burley.
Lux taking a view up through B. Might be trying to clear something out. Maybe they can all kind of converge on B. James Charles going to use all of that util just to heal back up. Now the reinforcements are coming in for the push through A main.
Scary.
Now Elemental King. Focusing on him because he has the spike, and no doubt after all this util is planted, the spike is going to go down.
One enemy remaining.
Fortunate interaction.
There's only Zalem left, and
Wow.
he quickly falls. Middleton having no problem with that.
Hey, sisters. I don't know what else he says.
I do know there was an apology video involved.
Oh, there were multiple.
Multiple apology videos. Almost as many apology videos as I owe you.
Shake my hand.
Meanwhile, Middleton is just looking down a pretty flawless win. I mean, all intents and purposes, because Burley had that DC, and Middleton just, you know, out of sportsmanship gave that one round over. I mean, this is essentially a perfect round for Middleton. Perfect game for Middleton. Oh, we're back to the mount. Who knows what sort of shenanigans can be brought out? Gonna move back into their own spawn. Might just catch the spike holder right here. Is gonna get caught out by the alarm bot. You heard the alarm bot go off, and he turns around too late.
Down B.
If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Zalem, but
Nope.
alas.
Defenders win.
Alrighty, 13-1. Middleton pretty convincingly sweeps that. So congrats to Middleton for winning that. And overall, a pretty eventful night in terms of Valorant. We've had a lot of great plays and players stand out. And I think you were saying, even though Burley wasn't able to win that one, we still saw some great gameplay. I mean, from their Omen especially.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Their Omen and their Breach. Zalem and name's escaping me.
Remember, it started with a J. I'm having a brain
Jamian,
fart
Jamian.
right now. Yeah, Jamian, that's it.
Yeah, those two players especially, like, I'm impressed that it was not a lot closer than it was, because the plays that they were pulling off, it genuinely should have been a lot closer.
Well, ultimately, I think those are two nominations for Player of the Game that we can give out. But ultimately, from the victorious team, Middleton, we actually have a player across from both games, I'm being told. So I wonder who that's going to be.
Yoru.
Because none of the... But we didn't see Yoru in the second game is the problem. Okay, we have one player from both games. Production has...
Yoru.
Okay.
One player total. Yoru.
Okay. I don't think there's
End
any
of
room to
discussion.
debate you on this.
Yeah. You gonna doubt your way out of this one? Was any other player as memorable as that Yoru that last game?
No, he was top fragger. He certainly would have earned it.
Get
It is!
boy,
It
an
is game
MVP!
captain on the Yoru.
Look at this. Look at this. This. Let me say it for the third time. Give it to me this third time. Dos. Trace. Quattro. It's beautiful.
There were multiple rounds, and I think that wasn't the only 4K that he got. He got 2 in this round on Ascent.
I am expecting a 5-page apology video, specifically 700 to 1,200 words in length.
What font?
Oh, Times New Roman, size 12.
Okay. Well, at least you didn't go with Garamond 10. And if you wanted to be really mean, you could have pulled that out.
Well, I'm not that terrible, you know.
But you know what? Who isn't terrible? It is that Yoru player. He
You
did
finally
very well.
said it. You finally said it. He isn't terrible. He's great at the game. I'm proud. Salute to that guy. He's really good.
He's the ICCU player of the game, brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes the team more successful, just like how Idaho Central helps its members achieve financial success. Well, that's going to do it all for us tonight, Dallin. I know you have certainly seen everything you could possibly hope for tonight. And I thank you for joining me.
How to force your friends to apologize.
Dallin, I'm sorry.
And that's all I needed to hear.
And all was right with the world.
Step 1, tell the person you're sorry for what you did, even if, oh wait, no, it's just telling you how to apologize to your friend. I want them to apologize to me.
I need you to apologize to me because I threw out the apology and you didn't.
And I graciously accepted it. I was just curious to see
No,
what the step 1 is.
you didn't graciously accept. You were like, step 1. Okay, how do I really get it out of him?
I'm sorry, I did not accept your apology at first.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. We want to thank you for joining us for these Valorant High School games. We hope you have a great weekend ahead. Take care and stay safe.
You're better! Pure.
You know, but who needs teamwork when you can just probably stick it by yourself? I mean, this Viper's making quite a tear back, and look at the health difference, too. He actually leads against the Omen and the Breach. So if they're not disciplined about this and they take it one at a time, just like that! Wow! The clutch! Captain might be right up against Twin Falls if they don't check this angle here in Archway. He is just waiting.
Now, hold on a minute.
Kings out. Lear's gonna go out.
They're checking the angle.
They don't check
Dos.
2, 3,
Trace.
4. Go for the ace.
Take your one and go. It's that simple, you know? Nothing to be upset about. You take your kill and you go, you know? No need to get greedy.
Wow, Twin Falls is going to be pushing up through mid-market. 205 has just been laying in wait in mid-market. If they don't check this angle, they don't! And both of them!
Not to respond to that because I'm the better person in this scenario. I'm bigger than that, you know? Meg gonna get the sneaky little peeks on mid.
Oh, he might... Oh, he's going to see a lot of them. He's not afraid.
Hey.
He gets the wall bang and a double. In Middleton, they're all pretty evenly spread out. I mean, their top fragger has 8 kills, but the remaining 3 players have 7. So it's really not like there's a prime target for Middleton that needs to be taken out. Any one of their players could pop off. So Jamie, and once again, I mean, he's been the bright spot with these blinds.